All right, y'all. The hood is up on Carolina for a reason. I'm going to attempt to show y'all how to change this upper radiator hose real quick the right way, a cheap way, because you're doing it yourself. And I just had to take my watch off. Go get this at Temu, little Fitbit watch. You know, it can do everything. It can show your blood pressure, your oxygen levels, everything. Anything you can think of. You can even play music on and play games on that watch. Temu for like $5 instead of going to go pay $100 or something from T-Mobile or something for a Fitbit watch. But anyway, let me show y'all what happened right quick. So y'all listen to the train. This is the new one right here. It's upper radiator hose. This is a dealer part. This is aftermarket. That's the part number on this 579. And as I was going down the road after I picked up a load, that happened, y'all. That's a hole right there, a little pinhole, but it was underneath. So I had unclamped it, both these clamps, turned it or rotated it so that this is sticking up, so that I can better see that it was leaking if it started to leak again. But I clamped it right here on top of the, I guess the neck of the radiator, which is here. This is a bracket right here, but you know, to stop it from leaking, and so that I can get off the side of the road and got, you know, some more radiator fluid, more water. I just used the water that I had in the truck. So rule of thumb, drivers, keep you some fluids in your truck. Keep you some supplies, some tools, you know what I'm saying? That stuff. Always keep me bottles and jugs of water because I drink a lot of that. But that helped me as well. Refill that radiator and reservoir right there. Also, let me show you something else. Once again, tools. I got this bin right here. This is a 17-gallon bin at Home Depot. They kind of hide it in some tricky places, but just look around. This is basically a storage bin. You can get it with the lid. I didn't need the lid. I just need the bin. I got like 2 of these. Work great. I can change my oil if I want to, and I definitely can drain my radiator fluid, which I'm going to do on the bottom of that hose right there, that steel hose or piping, excuse me. There's a Allen wrench screw in there. But yeah, so got that. And oh, this is what I wanted to show you. I don't know why I climbed up like that, but this sensor right here, when that fluid gets so low, this is gonna go off. This is gonna let you know on your dash that you got low coolant. You can unplug this. The only problem it is, you ain't gonna know how much fluid or whatever you got in your system. And if it stands just right here, okay, cool, and you don't have enough fluids or radiator fluid to get somewhere, you're gonna be all right. But as soon as you get somewhere, you might want to get it topped off, as well as you might want to pull over periodically and check it if you have to unplug this to do that. I wouldn't recommend it though. Now, I'm not a mechanic or whatever. I'm just mechanically inclined to some things, okay? So, you know what I'm saying, as you see, I got tools, I got my grease oil, I got all that oil, you know what I'm saying, radiator fluid, all that good stuff, man. Keep that stuff in your truck, man. A lot of drivers don't do that. I don't know why. Even if you're a company guy, I don't know why you don't. But that aftermarket hose costs $100, and the pack car, which is that right there, which is blue, as well as this hose right here. That hose right there costs $150. So instead of spending $150, get the aftermarket like I just showed you. That's $100. This right here was $65. I want to say this was aftermarket too, even though it's blue. But PACCAR is very proud of their hoses, so and whatever else parts. So anyway, let's get started. We need an Allen wrench to undo the bottom nut underneath that steel pipe, and then we're gonna, of course, slide this under there. Show y'all this right quick. It does fit, but I did pull out, as y'all can see, because it's more level ground over here where I'm at. As y'all can see, look at that. So we right there, man, we good. So let me get my tools that I need and get started on this while it's still cool outside. 79 degrees in Texas. Can't believe that right now. Wind is blowing. You know what I'm saying? As y'all can see, it feel good outside. It's some good I can't even speak now. Good bike riding weather and walking weather. Let's get this Peterbilt, you know what I'm saying, back on his feet the way it should be. Let's get it done. All right, y'all, got the hat on, covered the hair, you know what I'm saying? Got the FRC on, that's all, you know, tore up or whatever. Anyway, got the boots, you know what I mean? Be ready, you know what I'm saying? It's my spare FRC that's pretty holy, so I can't go into a chemical plant with this anyway. But it's all right. It's gonna work good for what we got going on today. So anyway, we got this, I want to say 1/4 inch drive. It's a 5/16 socket for the clamps, the clamps on there. And then all we need is our, you know, this flathead will help us, you know, kind of work that old rubber hose off. Other than that, that's it. As you can see, I got the duct tape just in case I had to take the pipe off and or the hose off and try to duct tape it and keep it from leaking, but we didn't have to do that. So all we need to do now is just, like I said, undo those two. What we're gonna do also is drop the fluids, and we need to hurry up with that because I do have a little bit of air leak action, but we look like we're gonna be okay, y'all. So, and I'm going to take this off. I want to say it's cooled down enough. Let's see. They don't recommend you do that while it's hot. Okay, still some pressure in there. But we take this off so we can relieve the pressure off the system so that it's just not rushing out and it's not taking a long time to drain because of the fact that it got too much air in the system. So, all right, so we taking this out. That's off. Set this down here where it won't fall or get lost. Now we're ready to get down there and start draining some fluid. There's the Allen wrench right there. I forgot which one it is, so I'm gonna have a little fun underneath there, getting a little dirty to figure that out right quick. Let me get on it. All right, y'all, so I don't know if y'all can see that, but right there, that is the Allen wrench. It is a number 8, and so I'm gonna go ahead and get on that and get this dropped. I'm gonna try to hold this daggone camera at the same time, but I can't be for sure on that. Also, get you some thread tape so you can put around the threads of this thing when you get it out. Okay, so you just kind of go in there like so. You know what I'm saying? And it's like just like that, folks. Just slide your little bucket out the way a little bit. Oh my God, dirt just flew my. The wind is coming down. Now, don't be alarmed. You might get some of this stuff on the ground. It's okay. Thank God we out here in the middle of nowhere, so it should be all right. But I ain't at no shop. So keep that in mind for all you environmentalists. And make sure you don't drop your nut, all right? So that's boom, just like that. And you get out the way. Just like that, folks. And while that's draining, what we're gonna do is thread this up with some thread tape, you know, put that around there and we should be all right. Let me get that bucket. It's not really a bucket, but it's my cut up little antifreeze bottle that I use to help scoop some, put back in the system. Scoop some, put back in the system. Hey, save you some money, folks. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna set that here because I can just rinse the truck off. Ain't no big deal. Shoot. But yeah. And that doesn't take long to drain, just so y'all know. Alright, just like so. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get crazy with the thread tape. As you can see, it's pretty much done draining. Here's a look at the system. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and get down there and put this back in. And we're gonna do this from the top side. We're gonna step inside the wheel well area and then just reach under there, fill under there, and get that done. Slide that storage bin over closer to this front steer, and then switch out them hoses, and then put you know, scoop it back up, put it back in the truck. The radiator fluid. That's just simple as that, y'all. Should save you some money. It doesn't take a long time. Literally about a little less time of watching this video, you'd have this done yourself. Let's get it done. All right, y'all, finished product on the bottom side. As you can see, no more leaking. We got that back in. Word to the wise, do not drop that plug in that radiator fluid. We didn't do that. We did our best to be careful. The radiator fluid is still a little bit hot, but it's okay. I literally got done running and delivering a load and then came back to the yard and parked and let it sit for a while before I started doing this. But that thread tape also helped it from leaking later on. So when I did drop the fluids on this before, I had this hose right there replaced. And it's kind of hard to get to and work with because there's another hose up underneath there as well that's going upward. It's at a T-point in the pipe. Let's see. So y'all can get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. And I had to replace that one too. And I was just like, I take that to the shop. Y'all mess with that, because it was bugging the mess out of me. I couldn't get it. So I let them do it, but they didn't thread the threads with some thread tape. Man, this ain't probably but like $1 at Harbor Freight. Get you some of that, helps you keep from seeing leaks. When you tighten that thing back down, do not over tighten it, just snug it. You know what I'm saying? That thread tape also help with that. So you ain't gotta, you know, tighten it because it's not gonna, you know, it's gonna help it not leak. So anyway, you know, if you notice some leaks later on, then I would suggest to you to go down there and just do less than a half a turn and you should be straight. But let's get this hose off right quick and finish this job. All right, y'all, got the hose already up here, got our stuff we need, you know what I'm saying, flathead action, you know, to help get that hose off. I got my gloves right there, they're a little wet, so we ain't gonna be messing with them. But you know, make sure you watch your footing up here so you don't slip off and fall. But let's get on this right here. Oh, come on. Word to the wise, get these as loose as you can, because when that new hose go on there, it's not as worn down as this old one. So you don't want it to be extra hard on you trying to slide the daggone clamps back and all that dumb stuff. Just, you know, go as far as you can, you know, loosening up the clamps. It should be good. As you can see, it's really easy because right now because I already took this clamp loose recently, but sometimes they get stuck on the tube, and so you just, you know, take your flathead, just kind of inch around it a little bit, inch around it, don't force it, nothing like that. You don't want to break the clamp. These are good clamps right here where you got this screw on top like that. Keep these as long as you can because they're getting real cheap on the parts. They are just giving you regular clamps, and for this type of situation, you don't want no regular clamps, let me tell you. All right, so let's see here. All right, get off there. It's stuck on that net. Hold up, I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, we're back, and I just had to get 2 hands on it, slide this out, and just kind of work it off of there, man. It is on a little baby elbow, so it's gonna be tripping a little bit, but just like that, just work it. Don't, you know, don't be rough. All right, some of y'all fellas too rough, you know what I'm saying? Don't be too rough like that, you know what I'm saying? So sorry, y'all don't want to see just blackness, but anyway. Got that bad boy off. New one about to go on. It doesn't matter which way you put this on, don't look like it goes like that anyway. So that's aftermarket. Let me show y'all this right here. The condition of this hose, I mean, it still looked like it's a really good hose. The only thing about it is it's just where it caught that hole at right here. It's in a bad spot. Eventually this is going to give me some problems because as I set this down, it's already got some wear right here, and that's where the clamp was to keep it from leaking. So on the inside, I mean, you can't even see where the hole really is. It's right here where my thumb just was. As you can see, you can't really see it, but either way, man, it's there. We see it on the outside, you dirty bastard. So anyway, let's get back to this. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to show y'all on camera how to do this. Right, just kind of slide it on, and just the same way you work that bad boy off, kind of work that bad boy back on the same way. You know, so. Oh, let me show y'all. Let me take it back off. Let me show y'all this because y'all didn't quite see that. So it's got a little baby bump right there. That's what you got to work over, and that hose need to go all the way up here where my fingertips is. You know what I'm saying? Get in close for y'all. All right. And then over here, it has a little baby bump here. It looks like it's dented right here for some reason. So this was taken off before, but it wasn't by me. And that hose should go all the way up to here. It doesn't supposed to go over that. Okay, so let's get it done. All right, so let's do this. Get you in there. Get on there. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna need 2 hands. Hold on. Okay, so I needed 2 hands to get it on both ends. Okay, because with the new hoses, they don't really give you a lot of give because it's new, you know what I'm saying? It keeps its form pretty much. But, you know, I didn't even have to use my flathead. I just kind of used my finger to kind of help myself go around. Wear gloves, though. Wear gloves. A good reason why, so you don't get cut by some of these parts. They could be sharp. But I'm going to just slide this clamp right here up to here in the middle. Clamp it where it should go. Put the other clamp here. Clamp it down. Then we're gonna refill our fluids, and that's it, y'all. I'm not gonna bore y'all with that. I'm gonna do that myself, and God bless y'all. I still don't know if I'm about to get another load. It's like at the most 8, 9 o'clock in the morning right now. So y'all gonna see this in a little while, but we're gonna knock this out, and we're gonna be all to the good. But if y'all like what y'all saw, if that helped y'all, man, hit me up with a like. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see more, of course, come back, subscribe so you know what's going down. And we're going to finish this bad boy up so we can be road ready. Sorry y'all for the wind noise. But she up and running, y'all. That's a lot of water and stuff. I just rinsed off the engine and everything. That's how you do it, y'all. And I just want to encourage y'all real quick that seek first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all will be added unto you. You gotta remember to do that, y'all. Because truth be told, God has helped us all in mighty great ways, man. And this right here is just a testament right here. I was on the side of the road in the middle of Oklahoma when that hose started leaking, and he blessed me to give me that wisdom and that understanding, as well as that knowledge, that know-how to get that clamp in a good position to stop it from leaking. And then I also had some resources with me, y'all, so I can refill the system and then thus get off the side of the road. I was loaded with hazmat as well. I did deliver my load in Odessa, Texas, came back to Dallas. I live in the Dallas area. And I came back loaded with a light load. Delivered that this morning, came back to the yard, parked the truck, as y'all can see, and knocked this out right quick before it got hot. And there it is, y'all. God bless y'all. Peace.